Hi, I'm Tracy Moe.
And this summer I served as a counselor at Dry Creek Baptist Camp in Dry Creek, Louisiana.
I served in Clare, Nova Scotia, Canada this summer.
400 kids for different weeks of camp. Some are all girls camps, some are all boys camps, and some are mixed. And one of the really neat things about Dry Creek is a lot of the kids get opportunities to discuss things more not just about salvation, but they get to have to make the decision to go into the mission field one day or to be pastors one day, and then in addition to salvations. And we saw a lot of that this summer.
I went with First Baptist Lake Charles, and my connection to them was through Tia. And our main focus there was to work with the youth. And so my job in going with that group was to work with the youth girls. And so what we did throughout the day is we made connections with them, whether that was playing baseball or just hanging out with them and just normal situations and just getting to know them and making connections with them.
I had 26 decisions at one of our youth camps to pursue pastoring and Sunday school teaching and to be a missionary one day, and that was a really neat thing that we got to see this summer.
And through that relationship, we started to build a trust with them and started to really get down to the core of whether they were actually saved or they were just kind of beating around the bush or just flat out like, look, I've never been saved.
One thing that I think is great about camp missions is you get to really see a heart for the locals and what some of the local church kids in your community are going through and some of their hurts and some of their struggles, and it gives you a heart for your community and the person right next to you and the person you see in line at the grocery store. And that's why I think camp ministry is a great opportunity for your summer.
We had built these relationships that were just so solid, and it was these girls that had started off that they were like, no, I don't really want to talk about Jesus. At the end they were like crying and like, please come back. So it was just so cool to see that development, and we didn't have any salvations that came out of it, which was disappointing, but to see their growth and to see these seeds flourish, I know one day there's going to be a harvest even if I don't see it.
My name is Joel Whaley.
My name is Jennifer Green.
The summer of 2018, I went to Nepal.
This summer I got to go to Spain.
So our main mission in Nepal was obviously to share the love of Jesus Christ. And while doing so, we trekked through the Himalayas, or backpacking, going from village to village and just sharing the gospel to people that had never heard it before.
Our main focus in Spain was to build relationships with people, with our end goal being to have gospel conversations with them.
Looking back on the trip now, there's a lot of emotions and it was very difficult, one of the most difficult things that I'd ever done before, but visiting all those small villages on the mountainside and just going to church with them with few people, like 5 or to 10 people maybe every service, and just realizing like the same church in Nepal is the same church that's in America. Like, we're all united in Jesus Christ. So it was cool to see just Jesus Christ and the love of Jesus Christ uniting us all.
By the end of the trip, we were able to pass on the relationships that we had built to the missionaries that were placed there so that they can continue the gospel conversations even after we left.
If I could encourage someone to go on a mission trip, I would obviously quote Matthew 28:19, but that also doesn't mean like you have to go halfway across the world to share the gospel, but obviously through prayer and discernment you seek the Lord, and He'll show you and direct you in the past, and He directed us to Nepal to unreached people there, and so obviously just take it to the Lord.
Ultimately, I think that we should all be doing missions every day. I mean, in the Bible, in Matthew 28:19, it says, "Go therefore and make disciples of all nations." So I think God wants us all to share the gospel in any opportunity we can get, whether that's in Spain or in Lake Charles or in your hometown. We're all called to do that.
Be changed when your spirit's in this place. How can I not be moved when you're all around me? And how can I not be changed when your spirit's in this place? How can I not be moved when you're all around me? How can I
marked by God. Yeah, and I know it kind of sounds cliche and a little, okay, I'm marked by God, but somebody came in here discouraged. And the things of life have you questioning, did God really call me? And God has marked you for purpose. He's marked you for impact. He's marked you for destiny. He's anointed you and called you to more than anything you can even see right now. But you have to realize it, because the enemy has come to tell you stop. That no matter what the denial was, God still marked you. No matter what the trial is, God still marked you. No matter what you're facing now, you are marked. Somebody